この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here. It is Wednesday and we're ready to watch some more Owari Season 2, or second season, or whatever you want to call it. It's Owari S2. Before we go ahead and actually get started, I want to make a quick shout out, not a full comment spotlight, but a quick shout out to two people in the comment section, Restia and Brendan Horn, who both mentioned that the entire ending section of episode 2 is a bit of a play on a rather famous story by, I have the name right here, Ryunosuke Akutagawa, called The Spider's Thread, in which a sinner who did one good deed and saved a spider has said spider's thread dangled down to him in order to escape hell, but because of his selfishness during the escape and kicking off other people trying to climb on, the thread snaps and he gets stuck in hell. Whereas Araragi does the opposite and is, well, selfishly selfless. I know that's weird, but he's doing it for selfish reasons, but it is a selfless act in grabbing and saving Hachikuji and therefore is allowed to escape. So thank you to the both of you for pointing that out to me. I wouldn't have caught that reference because I wasn't aware of the story. I might have heard it at some point, but I don't know. So appreciate it. So in the last two episodes that we watched, the first arc of Owari Season 2, first off, they were freaking awesome. Tons of really interesting visual, thematic, and musical shoutouts to the music because the soundtrack has just been mind-blowing so far. Some creative animation styles, some really interesting things, some really fantastic, genuinely fantastic depictions of hell as this odd and mind-bending, reality warping, extra planar weird space thing. Just kind of awesome. And over the course of the last couple of episodes, we sort of re-examined a number of the crucial decisions that Araragi made in his life, something that I really enjoyed doing, and he sort of reaffirmed to himself that despite maybe regretting some of those things, or maybe them not leading to the best outcomes, he wouldn't have changed anything, and given the chance again, he would have done these things again. He would have turned back and saved Kiss Shot. He would have gone ahead and caught Senjogahara, on and on. We also had some interesting and seemingly thematic setup-y type discussions on types of right and the difficulty in doing the right thing, as well as the chances of going down all of these different potentially dead-end paths and eventually finding a right way, but in doing so, sort of coloring the page of your life into a pitch black kind of right. Which I thought was probably the standout line of the two episodes, and just fantastic. With the exception of like the line at the end, like "you fool, you had me worried," which was really amazing. Lots of talk about balance, lots of talk about resurrection, lots of interesting like, I don't know, lore, I guess, interplanar building, I don't know, about hell and the nature of it. And then we transitioned into a long and fascinating conversation with Teori, okay, in which it is revealed that this whole process is to subtract the vampiric nature from Araragi, that part of him will die, and he will be able to be resurrected via Dreamspan, it seems, as a normal human being. One thing that I didn't put together until we saw it on screen was that this would have an effect on Kiss Shot. Not Shinobu, Kiss Shot. Kisu Shotto Asarelia Orion Harto Onda Blade. Yeah, she's back. Back again. Kiss Shot's back. World's gonna end. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so that was pretty awesome, and I had a question about that whole sequence, which was the flaring, flashing, flickering lights all over her, and somebody in my Discord mentioned that maybe it's a depiction of the fact that she is standing outside in full beaming down sunlight and not burning at all, so that makes a lot of sense. I just didn't put it together. Makes tons of sense. She's really powerful right now. awesome. She's also still aligned to Araragi, given the way that she interacted with him, and it was very cute and very sweet. There is also the reveal that this whole little in joke about this park name is actually a major plot point, and seemingly a part, at least a part, of the reason that everything in this town and everything around it is in kind of disarray on a spiritual level. So interesting to know that this simple park name thing is actually important and kind of cool. And we ended off. Oh, I forgot to mention that we had the not quite reveal, but let's call it confirmation. We have finally had confirmation of what we have already known for a long time, which is that Oshino Ogi is responsible for a lot of things, including casting Teori in his role and sending him on his way toward Araragi and Kishat and all of the craziness that happened there. Um, yeah, so Ogi bad. I could have told you that, but now we know for sure, and it's not just me being needlessly suspicious of her. It was all right. All along, I knew. No, not really, but she's always creeped me out a bit. Um, Now we got a pretty cool declaration of war from Gaian as she says, let's go. Let's do this. And that's, I guess, what we're gonna do. Still a bunch of stuff to cover back in town, like what has. Well, I guess no time really passed in the meantime. So I guess maybe nobody noticed that Araragi was gone. Senjo Gahara wouldn't have noticed, Tanakawa wouldn't have noticed. So maybe we just dive straight into let's go fight Ogi and maybe gather our forces a little bit and get everybody together so that we can do so. What that's going to turn out to be and how that fight is going to go down and whether it's going to be a battle of fighting or a battle of wits or a battle of words and convincing her about balance or something, I don't know. She seems to be a natural force of justice and balance in the world, but with a dark lean. And I don't know. We're gonna find out, I guess. Um, so I feel like I'm blathering at this point. Let's stop blathering. Let's watch some. Let's watch some Owari. So I have episode 3 of Owarimonogatari second season up and ready to go. I am once again using the Toishy subtitles for this season, which have been arranged in what I guess is the proper order by some nice people on my Discord. Thank you. And that's what I'm watching. So if you want to watch along with the same exact version, now you know. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video as usual. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you would like to sync up your own copy of the episodes with the timer-based version up on YouTube, that's what it's there for. Just get your copy ready, because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you right now. And all I see is chapter 001, and there are lots of stars in cute drawings. That's okay. Home sweet home. Oh, literally. Hey, back to the bathroom. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you can. Nope. Yup. You thought it would make you weak. It doesn't. Feels like our usual thematic setup. Hmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. As is usual. Ha 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 ha. Hmm. Hmm. This is gonna be the sweetest episode, isn't it? Or at least we're starting out that way. Maybe it'll be horrifying. But in return, Just a little bit, bud. You still got plenty. OP? Dreamy Date Drive. So, Senjogahara focused arc. Subs are way not lined up properly. Wow, floating. All these different moments in time, different hairstyles. Hopefully the subs sync back up. Is that normal? Okay. Okay, it seems to be synced up now. There was definitely something super wrong there. That's the second time that's happened with this batch of subs and stuff. It's probably my player. 6 months worth of dates? She's talking about the exams, right? As you wish. Waito de. It's the second time we've mentioned that. Yep. She can read you. Can't have that. Green light. That sounds like fun. The highlight reel. Please, yes. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh. Indeed. Don't tell her that you were killed. Imada. Yes, ma'am. It's a little on the nose. What? Okay, fair. Fine. What are you doing at night? As one would expect from you. I feel a vague sense of, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Ononoki. Wonder what she's reading there. Thanks, Ononoki. Oh, protector? Guardian? Well, you're no longer a vampire, so. Mm-hmm. Hmm. This piece of soundtrack. Okay. Oh, doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't go and kill her, please. Was she still in his shadow, or? Eggshells. Oh, those are very different black scenes. I don't think anybody could try. Mm. Yeah, she's still missing. Where are they now? Maybe? Did Hanakawa ever find him? No, that doesn't know everything. Yes. That's a little awkward. This is amazing. I mean, the answer is pretty obvious. Dismissed. Oh, by Kaganui. I'm okay with that. Indeed. Yeah, but maybe. What? Oh. She has no idea? Hmm. Indeed. Eh, if he gets in. Oh. All of them? Indeed. Horrifying. Hey. 6 months worth of dates. Lots of dates. Oh yeah, you've got, yeah. Huh? I don't get that, but okay. Mm-hmm. Oh no, Noki. Yeah. Since when? Since she became a snake and then not a snake anymore? Thanks. Thanks, Ski. Love, love. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, today's the day. Today's the day? Today's the day! It's a rental car. Welcome to a wonderful today. Oh, with the chocolate too from that OP? No. That is another heavy statement. Okay, fair enough. Senjo, you don't have to try to be like anybody but yourself, girl. You fine. Gladly. Ooh, push to start. Indeed. A is that a provisional license? Aww. Nice. Nice. You're not allowed to drive as a student? Oh. An idle brain is the devil's workshop. Hmm. We know he will, eventually. Mmm. Mmm. Best girlfriend. Yeah, you will. Yeah. Eh, I think she'd probably be pretty happy about it. Yeah, you're a human now. Ooh. Ooh. That could become some very beautiful scenes. How did we get to Utah? We're in Mesa Verde right now. The fuck? We've seen Hanakawa venturing around here, right? Hey, is that Mr. Donut? But shaded out. Oh, did you? Anything about Oshino Meme? And I guess maybe that's her flight. Maybe not. Hmm. Hey, they're better friends than you give them credit for. Surprise. That works. Oh. Saga. Is he returning? Okay. Reverse of what? And in English? Seems there's nothing I can do. Okay. Makes sense with your love of stars and stuff. But together. Yeah. Sounds like a great date. Hmm. Acrobatic. Interest in celestial bodies. Okay. Makes sense. Ino Tadataka. I assume a famous map maker or something? Become an astronaut. Star map. Yeah. But where? Gravity is love. Nope, it's an oblong ellipsoid. Or the shape of a hand fan. With spaces of darkness in between. Hi. We saw Hachikuji inside a box like this before, right? Mm-hmm. Whoa. That's just cool. I want to start by saying I didn't realize how much I missed, like, conversations with Senjo, with Gahara-san, with Hitagi, until we got it back. Their relationship is just like the sweetest fucking thing, and it's just amazing. I love it. I love it. Compared to the visual and auditory kind of insanity of the previous couple of episodes, this is so simple, and that's exactly what, like, it's so good. It's so good. There are little bits and pieces of information that lead into future stuff. The stuff with Hanakawa, that she found Oshino, and the sort of odd mystery, I guess, of what she meant when she said the reverse, and some strange lines in English, like, hmm, the reverse of what? And then that it was narrowed down to 2 locations. Weird. All of this focus on White Day makes me feel like White Day is going to be a day of darkness, but I don't know. But the whole thing, the setup that we often get at the beginning of, like, Araragi's thoughts going into the episode and how they'll thematically tie in with the rest of the arc, also sort of ties in with some of the rethinking and re-examining of previous decisions that he's been doing. Going back to the original Kizu Araragi and his fear of love, his fear of change and of being changed, and his wondering if that's something that's no longer a part of him. If he can give himself wholeheartedly over to Senjo Gahara, and if he can love himself as he loves her. Not love her as he loves himself, but the other way around. Okay, so there are a few things that I want to see again, and then we'll go through and actually talk about the whole of the episode. But as she's talking, we get this. Weather's been warmer lately. How have you been? I acknowledge your intent to attend the Naotsu High School graduation ceremony on 3/14. Very pleased we'll be able to share in the joy of that day together. Excised. So there are all of these segments that are taken out. I'll tell all the parties involved, particularly Araragi Koyomi, about this, so no need to worry. So please refrain from contacting Araragi yourself. P.S. Please do not call Araragi directly. Interesting. I wonder if there's a riddle hidden in the actual original Japanese here, as there has apparently been before a couple of times, but I don't know. And I'm not going to spend the time to look through it. There were a few cards that I didn't quite catch, but they're probably not the most important things in the world. So, okay. The way that Shaft makes Senjogahara like understatedly sexy is the best. It's just the best. And I mean, Miss Voice Actress does a lot to accentuate it. Melt. Just amazing. And we get these wonderful, very shafty reaction faces for such things. Also, Senjogahara is wearing like the greatest outfit ever. Just yeah. And is kind of the coolest ever. Going and getting her license, or at least her provisional license, because he can't, because photos doesn't show up. Vampire stuff. And then interesting to like, did we ever know beforehand that she was studying geoscience? I don't remember if we've ever been told that before. But to finally be talking about like dreams, goals, aspirations on a human level with Senjo, it feels like a step in the right direction for their relationship, for Araragi and Senjogahara. It's really cute. It's really cute. So there are what? 3 major sections of this episode. There's besides the introductory thematic thing, which is Araragi alone in the bathroom just thinking stuff through and then getting dressed and ready to go. Then there's this initial meeting with Senjogahara where she proposes that they go on a series of major dates to make up for lost time and all the time lost as he was an examinee. Then there's the segment of talking to Ononoki, revealing to her things about Kagenui being gone, about Teori and all of that, and her being very nonchalant about the whole thing. Yeah, there's this little segment where it's almost like a slot machine of who will he marry. This is great. I love the motion graphics in the background of this. Very cool. Okay. And then I have to say that I love that Tsukihi doesn't realize that Ononoki is sentient. It's just a great gag. It just works. Just dragging her around. And the way that we sort of accent the whole situation by constantly taking shots to Ononoki's like blank stare. Yeah. Throwing her in there. All over. Anyway, very cool. Very interesting. So we move on to the 14th. And there's been so much setup about this particular day, both in terms of like, we're going to go on a bunch of dates today, but other things too. Like, I feel like a lot of stuff is converging on the 14th. Don't even know what the people in the field of geoscience study. Limited form of earth sciences. I wanted to look up Tadataka. Japanese surveyor and cartographer, known for completing the first map of Japan using modern surveying techniques. Okay. Done in 10 expeditions, and so she wants to do the same thing, but for space. Big dreams, but still within the realm of human experience and human ability. it fits Senjougahara and the whole thing with Starry Skies and her whole shtick. It fits really well. And then there is this amazing moment right before we get to the ED. It isn't a square, like a map of the world. It's in the shape of a hand fan and ogi. And at this, I did not react. Just held a poker face. And something that's interesting like that about this is just visually, there's this light cone heading out in both directions, and then it creates a gap, a space of darkness to balance it out on the other sides. Ogi. I don't react. And then, wait, where is it? Yeah, just the eye opening from pure pitch darkness. And I've got to say, there are a couple of visuals in this ED that are amazing. I love the way her hair spins. I know that's really weird, but matched up with these two circles behind, but a little bit offset, there's this section going this way and this section going this way. That's just freaking gorgeous. Okay. I mean, compared to being in hell and talking about stuff in hell, this was a very simple episode, but really like a lot of clever little bits of direction, choices of where to shoot things, how to shoot things. I wonder what the manga on the cover is that she's reading. I don't really know. Don't really know. But that's okay. It's probably not worth looking up. And then the whole just getting to talk to Senjougahara is the best. It's the best. What is this arc titled? I didn't actually see anywhere a title for the arc. It's not there. Is it Dreamy Date Drive? Or is that the name of the song? I don't know. Is it here? Hitagi Rendezvous. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Part 1, Hitagi Rendezvous. Wunderbar. Okay. I really liked this episode in a very different way from the way that I've liked the last couple of episodes. This was just almost sickly donut sweet and just kind of wonderful. I guess we're moving on until tomorrow, or I guess it's today. We entered the white day already, but maybe we'll get to see this date at the planetarium. I kind of hope so. I kind of want more. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see, I don't know, something bad happen, because this has been so sweet so far, I'm kind of worried. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break, do a syncy thingy, and come back to you in a moment with episode 4 of Owari Season 2. So, see you in a moment. Peace. All right, welcome back. We are good to go on episode 4 of Owarimonogatari Season 2. Hopefully the OP timing doesn't get messed up or mixed up or whatever this time. It seemed to catch itself up, so hopefully that doesn't impact the timer or mess things up on that front. But we'll just go with it and see. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump on into this episode and see what happens on this wonderful date that we're setting up for. Hopefully it's wonderful and nothing horrifying happens, but we'll see. Beep beep timer. Stars. It's getting messed up again. The world moving underneath her, I suppose. And her hair goes from the Hanakawa braid out. And now it will maybe fix itself? I don't know. Fuck! Please no. Your rival Hanakawa? Snake with a water radical? Umihebi. Number of stars, space between stars. Sure. Does it now? Hidora. Yeah. Lots of heads, don't cut them off. Yep. Like Kiss Shot. Cauterize. Yeah. Uh... Nautico? Which is? I do not. Probably. Or that. Okay. Okay. Drawn in. Serpent Bearer. Nautico. Balance. Uh-huh. Yeah, I just wrote down curses. Ha ha. Damn right it is. Nope. Yeah, you work from the background. Please no. Back to this, are we? Just the right thing as opposed to going down the other paths. Okay. Right. Shadow. Okay. Yeah, probably. But if you want to explain more, that's fine. Okay. Or else. Implied. Hi, Sanjo. Okay. 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 Where are we right now? Ah, the auditorium. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Hmm. Agreed. Nope, not at all. Agreed. Date montage. Wait, where'd they get spacesuits? That's awesome. Similar staircase. Whoa. That looks really good. Hmm. Hmm. All of them. I'm sure it does. Of course. Hmm. How innocent of you, Araragi. Oh, he told her about it. Being in hell. Hmm. Karaoke. Again. Uso. Hmm. It's a B or a B minus, depending. You have been very kind. We're going through all of the impossible. Ooh, I like that frame. Aww. What was that? Darn. Of course. What? Hmm. Hmm. Huh? That was a quick change. That is gorgeous. Oh, please no. Darn. Hmm. Hmm. Huh? Okay. Hmm. Rendezvous. Hmm. Oh. Hi, Ogi. Excuse me? Saigo no? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Signs. I think, uh... Excuse me? No, I would like an explanation. And that's bullshit, Ogi. You are entirely uncaring. Sure. Eh. Starting at the Hachikuji arc. Which is... Oh, fuck, that's insidious. She knows him well enough to know that a request for help like that... I am not the darkness. Ha! I feel like my brains have been rattled around. Okay. Okay. So, 3 major segments again. The introductory dream from Ogi. The course of the date itself. And the after. If we believe Ogi, and we don't really have a reason not to, except that she comes across as creepy and uncaring, then Ogi is something like true neutral. We don't understand Gaien, and I don't think we can, like, with the information that we have, the setup is such that we can't understand Gaien. But I think we can sort of understand Ogi, again, if we believe her. And again, we don't have a reason not to. She is the true neutral, the laws of the universe, the center of the scale that produces balance. It's not even that she desires balance, it's that she is it, or embodies it, or just acts toward it. The rules, the principles, the signs, the stop and go signs, the lights. By that logic, we could say that she comes across as creepy because she's so inhuman. More inhuman even than any of the aberrations or oddities like Kishot or like Ononoki. Both of whom have like a source of humanity within them. But she is unnatural and yet natural. I'm doubting my own interpretation of Ogi. I think that's the point, because Araragi is doubting his own interpretation of Ogi. I think it means that Oisin has gotten to me. In each of the arcs that Ogi has appeared in, she's been focused on this like narrative process of a mistake that was made during the course of trying to do the right thing, and then the eventual successful accomplishment of that right thing, or resolution, leading to balance. She's always been a facilitator of some kind of balance. But this idea that she is not the darkness, then what is she? I don't know. And so she asks him again and again the core question that he's wrestling with. What do you think the right thing is? I don't know what his answer is. It's somewhere in his self-reflection. For him, it has something to do with trying to save people. Trying to help people. What do you think the right thing is? I don't know. There was a lot here that keyed off of the episode 1 conversation, and I keep being brought back to that particular visual of all of the rail tracks, the fractal tree of branching paths, all of which need to be explored, as though by a really simple algorithm, a really simple pathfinding algorithm. But I don't have an answer. I don't know if Araragi has an answer. But he knows in specific instances that there's no choice for him. As he says regarding Hachikuji, regarding Shinobu. There's just no question about it. And that again is calling back to, would he make different choices in those times? No. And even if those paths are dead ends, he still strives to right whatever wrongs he's committed and create balance. There are so many curious things in this episode. Calling Hanakawa her rival. I don't understand why. The whole conversation about constellations, some bits and pieces of it seem like they have direct one-to-one like corollaries to individual characters and certain things, but then it kind of falls apart. I mean, the crab that sides with the Hydra, she says explicitly, is very much like Hanakawa. I'm sorry, is very much like Senjogahara. But then the snake chopped up would be a Nautico reference, and it doesn't seem to be. The bearer of the snake or the holder of the snake with medical talents? I don't understand. Unless that bearer is meant to be Kaiki. And then this idea of the curses that have affected them. We know of one. And it's Kagenui's inability to touch the ground. I don't remember. I think we heard from her something of like the reason she was bestowed with that curse. But I don't recall. Makes me wonder what the others are cursed with. And whether Gaian has already been cursed, or will be for the act of reviving Araragi and Hachikuji. The way that Ogi acts in this last segment is as though, well, it's as though she regrets as much as a I don't know, an embodiment of uncaring forces can. Regrets that she has to do what she has to do. Be going beyond my bounds. I am not the darkness. I feel like this is speaking directly to the audience, or at least to me, because I have been running on the assumption that Ogi is the darkness. Everything visually and story-wise has been leading us on that path. But she is not the darkness, she says. And even throughout this scene, she carries around a flashlight. If not the darkness, then what? I'm just as shocked as he seems to be. I have one thing that I look back on with regret. Do you have something that you wouldn't mind dying to achieve? At the beginning of Owari S2, he said that to see Hachikuji again would be that thing. There's a fatalism to the way that she speaks that I have just one more. And so wherever that thing is, Guy and Izuko will place a trap there. I have a feeling it has something to do with the shrine. Shirashiro Hebi. Maybe to move it back? I don't know. But I have a feeling it has something to do with the shrine. And she says if she were to place a trap, it would be there, as though it's a location. Hmm. I don't get you, Oshinohogi. I don't get you at all. And I don't like you. But maybe that's not fair. I don't know. The sections of this episode are so different. The lecture in a dream. See, I thought we would have date and then an intro for Ogi. Like if this whole starry segment weren't there, then I thought that this would be a greater portion of the episode at the end here. So it really shocked me when we immediately got Ogi. Somewhere near Australia. Okay, and then when she says Mizuhebi, snake with a water radical. Again bringing up the Shirohebi. The way that Araragi is, like, encroached upon by darkness is so strange. It almost, it circles around and goes out past him here. Like an elbow or part of an arm. Something wrapping around him. And only his eye from the inside. So strange. In the middle, holding the snake together. Is she that dividing line between light and darkness? That would make sense as someone of rules. As someone who arrived to put the chopped up snake back together. Is that when she came on the scene? I don't know. We know that that's her first major, like, thing that she influenced, or at least that we know of, right? Was Nautico and the snake, which would fittingly make her the thing in the middle, which is holding the pieces of the snake together. The rules that bind. It's so hard to try to think like Nishio scene. Man's a genius, but he's got a shifted, warped perspective that I find it hard to get into. It's almost like you have to psychologically cross your eyes a little bit to see what's fuzzy. You should know what it is. Still alive despite its body being chopped in half. The gap. And she descends with a godlike aura. Serpent Bearer. The sage physician. Reach the point. Resurrect the dead. All parties faced retaliation. What's this about curses? What's going to happen to Guy and Izuko? Who knows? Yeah, don't sit on my right. Striving to be a little sister character. Does she actually want that? I don't know. She wants to be a part of this story, though. The Phoenix. The balance. While they claim to be aligned with justice, it's not necessarily doing the right thing. It's making a mistake along the way, and then it all balances out to zero. Her being all about zero, the boundary between the negative and the positive, also leads into that idea of being the dividing line between right and wrong, or being the equal sign. We went on that for a while, didn't we? That she is the equal sign. I think that makes more sense for her than the darkness. Maybe. And it fits with the way that we're lighting our Aragi, with these splits of black and light between, like, all over him. I also feel like there are some puns here that I don't get. To scatter, to disperse. We'll talk about it again. That will also be discussed. You could call me the principles of the universe. The equal sign. Don't think about it too hard, and I might not need to be concerned with you. If you forsake them. All you have to do is go against the character that you've built for the last however many episodes we've been building our Aragi into this character. So the first conflict is also the last conflict, eh? Whether to reach out and try to help people, even if it weakens you, or even if it puts you in a bad standing with the god of balance, or whatever the fuck Ogi is. Will you still do it, if we up the stakes? The answer should still be yes. Because it's a matter of principles versus principles. But human principles versus universal principles. Always seems getting crazy. I like it. And then, after all of that shit, we have a really cute date sequence, which is kind of amazing and reminds me a lot of, like... I think it's intentional. It reminds me a lot of their first date. Their first time going out with her dad driving. But it's 6 months of date instead. It's a montage. Get this little stretching together. We go through a bunch of exhibits and see some cool things and play with some toys and don't feed him and do some bowling. And she focuses on this Batsu game over and over and over, and he keeps winning just a little bit over and over and over. And so she has to finagle her way into, like, kind of sort of threatening to commit suicide so that he gives her his undying obedience so that she can do the thing that she was asking for the entire time, or really wanted the entire time, which is for him to call her Hitagi, which is just like, because he's always called her like Senjo Gahara or Gahara-san or Senjo-san or something with an honorific, and she just wants that boundary of familiarity to be broken down. And she finally gets what she wants. In her weird and wonderfully manipulative way. And it's the fucking cutest. It's just the fucking cutest. Also, all the food that they eat looks really, 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 really good. And the fact that they karaoke to, like, previous OPs is really good. Like, really cool. I love it. Blast from the pasting. Okay. And then something that I wanted to look at, and I think we're there now. Yep, 1540-ish. All of the things on the ground. More hellish than hell. Okay. Next one. Something important to talk about. I feel like these are more important than others because they're given to us as, like, signs on the road. And just given Ogi's, like, association with signs and streetlights, guiding lines and stuff. Oh, I feel like there's something important here, but I don't know. Turned into a marriage proposal. Okay. Then there's this cool cut, full CG, I assume. And it's pretty cool. Looks pretty great. Didn't have time to get one ready. Oh. In thinking of what to get, I overthought it. Honest man. That's it. Ah. Okay, honest man, 2 or 3 more days. Overthinking. Attack on the interest. And then she does this and brings them to this gorgeous space. And then starts playing with his heartstrings. Again with the planes going by. This scene is so pretty. It's so pretty. The color gradient from the blues to the yellows to the blues again and the sunlight everywhere. It's so pretty. I love it. With the little white doves or seagulls, which are flying rats. So pretty. Please don't commit suicide, Sanjogahara. Everything will be fine. And for the rest of my life, yes, I agree. Call me by my name. No, not Sanjogahara. Itagi. Field goal. Also relationship goals. And then we just get prettier as the sun continues to set because we could do that because Shaft. Thanks, Shaft. And then at the end, we have the final conversation. The, like, conversation before the storm, which I assume is what's coming next. Been waiting for you, exhausted from waiting. Your last date, that's not ominous at all. And this whole sequence is what's the word for it? Focused on, I don't remember the word for it. Darkness is the thing that the whole sequence is defined by darkness. That's all I was looking for. Gosh. It's defined by light and shadow and sort of a flashlight beam on each of them. That also functions kind of like the halo that we had before. It's the last date of my high school life. Is it though? Is it though? And there's this veiled threat through everything. Also a focus on telephone lines everywhere. Or electrical wires everywhere. And then signs and signage. Blanked out. Not revealing themselves. And then when do they reveal? There. Tried asking because I had nothing left to lose. Cut to Ogi. It's disappointing. Light goes out. Yellow everywhere. And we see the signs. with a vast focus on do not, do not, do not, do not, do not, do not. And only a couple of potentially green paths. I am not the darkness. Okay, gonna need more than that, Ogi. And she has just one more thing that she'd be willing to die for. What does her dying even mean? Is that even possible? If she is the principles of the universe. I don't know. And what is the thing that she wants done? It seems to be associated with a place. I have to feel like it's associated with the shrine, but I don't know. Man, these were an interesting couple of episodes. Sort of a marriage of, like, the cuteness and wonderfulness of the relationship with Senjo Gahara that we've been wanting, that I've been wanting at least. I won't speak for you, but I've been wanting it. Marriage of that with this encroaching, well, to call it darkness is apparently the wrong thing, but this encroaching darkness. I get the feeling that we're seeing, like, there's a thematic reason that we're seeing these interactions with Senjo Gahara. It's what Araragi has to lose, right? It's what he has gained through the decisions that he has made, through the mistakes that he has made, and the right decisions. He has gained this joy with her. And now he doesn't know which way is the right way to go. He doesn't know what is the right thing to do. But he's given two clear paths, and there's the distinct possibility that if he chooses the wrong one, that mistake will lead to the complete and irredeemable loss of all of the change that he's experienced. The change that he feared before, but now it is a part of him. So it's terrifying. It's just terrifying. I think that's why thematically, if I'm just stabbing in the dark here, haha. I'm just stabbing in the darkness. It seems like Oisin is showing us and showing Araragi what he has to lose. Upping the stakes. That's scary. Okay. How do I figure out if the next episode is part of the same arc? I don't want to open it because it might start with immediate spoilers. We'll go to the wiki list of Monogatari episodes. Just moving my hand down by one. My Hell Part 1, My Hell Part 2, Hitagi Rendezvous Part 1, Hitagi Rendezvous Part 2. I saw Ogi. Okay. Next one's Ogi something. Well then. We're gonna stop here. And we will finish this next arc and the rest of Owari S2 next week. So we're in an interesting position with this show. A lot of things up in the air. A lot of questions that I didn't think that I thought were settled. I was so convinced that Ogi was the darkness. I don't think she has a reason to lie, but I don't understand her. Guyan, however, Guyan's sneaky. And Guyan knows too much. Could that be her curse? Originally? Maybe. Anyway, I think we're gonna wrap this up. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Owarimonogatari Season 2, Episodes 3 and 4, Hitagi Rendezvous. I hope you've enjoyed them as much as I have. If you have spoiler-free things that I maybe missed or forgot to mention or whatever, or things that maybe help interpret um, anything, especially the introductory sequence of this episode with the stories of Heracles and the Hydra and the crab and the snake holder and stuff like that, without spoiling what's to come, please. I haven't seen what's to come. I'd like to see it unspoiled. That would be appreciated. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these episodes as much as I did, and I hope to catch you next week when we finish up Owari Season 2. Peace.